We can say it as aggregate functions. Group functions, or we can say it as aggregate functions. Okay. Suppose we have this employees table. In this employees table, you can see here the salary column. We can see the salary column. What I want in the salary column, I want the sum of salary of all the employees. I want sum of salary of all the employees. Means what I want? I want the complete sum of salary.
Add total salary.
Okay, that is the total salary I want.
Yes.
Okay, for that what we'll do, we'll take all the salary, like to 107 people employees salary will take. After that, how many outputs will give? It
One
will
note.
give only, suppose it is 6 lakhs. It is 6 lakhs. So how many output it is giving? It is giving one
One
out.
output.
Okay, so what does this group function says? Group functions will operate over number of values within a column and returns a single value. So what
Single
it is
output.
doing?
Okay.
It is taking a group of values and it is returning a single value.
Single one.
Got it?
Yes,
So
bro.
in all database, group functions operate over number of values within a column and returns
Single.
a single value. Got it? So
Yes,
what all
bro.
the group functions we have? We have
Some
sum.
addition, subtraction. Oh, really?
Okay.
So,
Then we have max. We have min. Okay. Then we have count. Okay. Let me write average here. Average. Okay. Then we have count. Count. We have two types. One is count column name, and another one count we have is count star.
mhm.
Okay, so these are the group functions we have. How many group functions? We have 6. We can say it as 5 only. This count column name and count star will give different outputs. That's the reason I have separated it. Okay, it will be
Okay.
easy for you to understand. Okay, so what this sum will do? Okay, sum will give sum of total of all the values. It will give the total of all the values. Okay, only for the number data type column, like salary, or we can say this as commission percentage. Wherever there is
Number.
number data type column, for those
Numerical
columns
data.
it will give the total.
Mm.
It will give the total.
Total.
Okay. So what is this sum? It returns, let me write it here only. It returns total from number data type column. Okay. Okay, let me see one example. I'm writing select sum of salary from employees. Okay, I'm writing select sum of salary from employees. What is the sum of salary? We can see the sum of salary is 6,91,416. Okay, what it is doing, it is
Mhm.
taking all the salary and it is giving a single output.
Single output.
Got it right?
Before, yes, bro. Before we have one relation operator also, we have this plus minus, but that's it will shows for
Exactly.
uh,
Okay.
two
If
or
you
three
want
values,
for
right?
all the columns or
In
specific,
relational operators also, we have this sum, addition, subtraction.
and that is
Yes, bro.
that relation operators we can say, right? Plus minus.
Yeah, yeah. Plus minus
But this is
that's
what will
subtraction.
do. It will do. It will
Sum of
take.
all the.
It will take a group of values. After taking group of values, it will give some output.
Yes, bro.
Got it right? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Then we have max. Okay, so what max will do? max will give it will return the maximum value within a column. Suppose in the salary column, I want to know who is getting the maximum salary in the employees table.
Hmm.
Who is getting the maximum
Maximum
salary in the
salary.
employees table. Okay. So if you'll see here, select sum of, oh sorry, max of
Select.
salary from employees. Okay, so what it is doing, you can see it is giving 24,000. 24,000 is the maximum salary in the employees table, which is the highest salary we can see. Got
Yeah.
it? Then we have min. What is this min? Min means who is getting the
Minimum.
minimum salary. Okay, you can see minimum salary in the employees table is 2,100. Got it?
Yes, bro.
Okay, so what max is? It returns
Maximum value.
maximum value within a column. What does min does?
Minimum
Returns minimum value
from employees table
within a column.
within the column.
Okay, within a column, here I am writing data number data type column, but here I am writing within a column. Why? Because max and min can be used for any data type column. Okay, we know like we have something called ASCII values, right? Characters are
Yes,
having
bro.
some ASCII values. How
For
to find ASCII
numerical.
values? I told you, right? We have for every alphabet, there will be ASCII value. Now, based on the ASCII value, it will be giving which is the maximum and which is the minimum.
Yeah. Okay. Understand, bro.
Got it, right? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Then we have average. Okay. So what this average will do, average will give the average from number data type columns. This is also used for number data type column. What will do? It will give the average of the number data type column. It will give
Average.
average of the number data type column. Got it? Okay.
Yeah, bro. Number data type column.
Now we have count column name. Okay. Now what is the difference between count column name and count star?
Average also same, right, bro? Select average salary
Yeah,
from employee.
same. So what will do? It will give the average of the salary, average salary from employees. Okay. You can write like this, and there are some rules. I'll tell you the rules. You can see the average of all the salaries 6,461.
Yeah.
Got it, guys? Just 1 minute.
Yeah.
Come back. Understood this much? What is max? What is min? What is average?
Yes, bro.
Okay. So now next we'll see what is count column name and count star. Okay. When I'm writing select count of commission percentage, I'm writing here commission percentage from employees. Okay. Okay. Before that, let me check this employees table. Okay, we have this commission percentage column. We have some null values. You can see we have some null values and we have some not null values also. Got it, right? I want to, so what I want to do, I want to count the number of rows. Okay, I want to count the number of rows in this commission percentage. Okay, when you are writing count of this commission percentage, okay, a count of this column name, then what it will do, it will not count the null values. You can see it is
Null
giving
values.
35. It will not count the null values. But if you are writing here count star, okay, if you are writing here select count of star
Start.
from employees, what will do, it will count the null values also. That means you can see it is counting the number of rows inside the table, that is 107. But if you are writing count of column name, it will not count the null values. Got it?
Yes, bro.
Okay. So what is this count
Okay.
column name? it counts number of not null values within a column. It counts number of rows in a table including null
Okay.
values. Clear about all these things?
Yes, bro.
Okay. Now let us go to this employees table. Okay. Now in this employees table, we can see like all the employees are having some department ID. In department 90, we are having some employees. Department 60, we are having some employees. Department 100, we are having some employees. So what it is doing, it is giving some group, right? We are having some group. So what I want in this department 90, who is getting the maximum salary if it is asked?
Uh,
Okay. So how we can find this one, we'll see. Okay, for that we have to use one clause called group by clause. What you have to do, we have to use a clause called group by clause. This clause is used to divide similar data items into set of logical groups. This clause is used to divide similar data items into set of logical groups. Okay. Now what I want department wise. In department 90, who is getting the maximum salary, or in department 90, who is getting the, I want the sum of salary. Okay. We can use all the group functions. After that, we can use a clause called group by clause. Group by clause, what it will do, it will group some values. From that group of values, I want some like maximum salary or sum of salary, like that I want. Then what we can do, we can use this group by clause. So what I'll do here, I'll write select max of salary from employees. After that, what I can do, I can write group by department ID. So what I'm going to do here, I'll group all the department ID. So I told you it will take group of values and it will give single output. Now it will take all the department 90 out of this, which is the maximum salary. It will give 24,000. Now if we'll run this one,
one row will come up.
okay, you can see it is giving all the department IDs. There are 12 departments. Out of 12 departments, it is giving the maximum salary. Now, if you want to know this department ID, I'll write this department ID. Okay, I'll write the column name, that is department ID. Okay, you can see this is department ID 100. What is the maximum salary in department ID 100? 12,008. 30, 11,000. Got some idea how it is grouping
Yes.
the values?
Yes, bro.
Okay, here I wrote department ID. Can I, if I want the first name, then what will I do here?
Instead of department name, we have to keep the
No,
first.
we can't write like this. Okay, why? Because if you are using group by clause, okay, in that group by clause, whatever column is written, the same column only can be written in the select clause.
We have to change on two sides.
If you are writing group by first name, means it will group into first name, right? Suppose Steven, two times it is there, means out of 2 Steven, it will give the maximum salary. Got it, right? If you are writing here, I'm writing select. Here I'm writing first name, or I'm writing here, suppose, okay, let me check this employees table again. I'll show one more example. Okay, in this employees table, you can see this job ID. Okay, there are some group of job ID, right? IT program, IT underscore prog, there are many employees. Then FI underscore account, there are many employees. Like this, it is there, right? So what I'll do here, I'll write here, select job ID. Okay. Then what I'll do, I'll write maximum of salary from employees group by department ID. So what it will do, it will take group of job ID, like under IT underscore prog, this is job underscore ID. Under this job underscore ID, who is getting the maximum salary means it will find the maximum salary
Maximum of 9,000.
9,000. So if I'll run this one, you can see it is giving IT underscore prog 9,000, AC underscore MGR, it is 12,008. Got it right? How it is taking
Yes,
group
yes.
of values and from that it is giving the output. Okay. If you are writing sum of salary means it will give the sum of salary of that job ID. Okay. One more example, I'll tell you some basic example. Like suppose Hemant is there, again Hemant is there, again Hemant is there. For this Hemant, the salary is suppose 12,000. Here it is 9,000. Here it is suppose 15,000. Here I am writing select max of this name I am writing from, suppose the table name is EMP. Now can you tell me what will be the output?
15.
15,000, right? Okay. Now suppose I am writing here Manoj. This is 13,000. Again I am writing Manoj. This is 12,000. Again I am writing Manoj. This is 16,000. Okay. Now suppose here I am writing select max of name from EMP group by name. Suppose I am writing here. What will be the output here? Max of, this is salary, is not name. This is salary. What will be the output here?
Hemant 15,000, Manoj 16,000.
Okay. You got the idea, right? How it is working?
Yes, bro.
Okay. 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 So what I told you, like suppose I'm writing, okay, let us see this example. I told you whatever columns you are writing in the group by clause, the same columns only can be written in this select clause. Okay, let
Written
us
on this.
try this
Correct.
example. Okay, let us try this example. I'll write another one. Okay, here I am writing instead of department ID, I'll write first name. Okay. You can see
Error.
not group by expression. It is not a group by expression. If you are writing first name department ID again here, then also it will give error. Why? Because in the group by clause we have only department ID. Okay, if you are writing only department ID in the group by clause, only department ID can be written with the in the select clause. Got it? If you run this one also, it will give error. Got the point?
Bro, if we want, we can add another name, like a first name and group by as well with the department
Okay,
ID.
so if you're writing here, suppose group by department ID, first name means what will happen? First, it will be grouped by department ID. Under the department ID, it will be grouped by first name. Got it right?
Hmm.
We have
First, okay,
seen this
okay.
order by clause, right? How it will be grouped. If you're
Yes,
writing
bro.
two columns in the order by clause,
Yes, bro.
the same here also, if you're writing group by department ID first name, then what will happen? First, it will be grouped by department ID. Under that, it will be grouped by first name.
First name.
Okay, like 10 Hemant is there. Again, 10 Hemant will be there means, okay, it will be grouped into one. This
One.
Hemant will be grouped into one.
One.
Got it right?
Yes,
Okay.
bro.
So don't go for that. That is a little bit complex. I will during the practice sessions I will tell you how to solve all those questions. Got it?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Understood. So I'll write this note. Whatever columns we are using in group by clause, the same columns only can be written in the select clause. Got it?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Okay. Now one more clause will show. Okay. See, the reciprocal is not mandatory. Okay. Like if you are using in group by clause, if you are not writing here also no problem. It will give the output. But if you are using in the select clause, if you are using in the select clause, but if you are not using in the group by clause, it will give error. Okay. Like I'll show you here. Suppose I am writing select job ID, comma, sum of salary from employees. If I don't write group by clause here, it will give error.
Hmm.
Not a single group functions. I told you whatever there in the group by clause, those things, those columns only can be written. If you are writing like this, it will give error. Got it?
Yes, bro.
Okay.
Select some salary from.
Okay. Now, suppose I want all the departments whose sum of salary, like see, I'm writing select department ID, comma, sum of salary from employees where or group by
Department.
department ID. When you are using group by clause, if you want to give a condition using some group function, like I want all the departments whose sum of salary is more than 50,000. Can I
Where
write
condition?
here where clause, where sum of salary greater than 50,000? Can we write like this? If you are writing like this, it will give error. SQL command not propellanded. No problem. Why? Because where clause should be written before group functions. Let me write it here. Okay. Now let us try again.
We have to remove the end section.
Group function is not allowed here. Why group function is not allowed here? Why? Because in where clause we cannot use group functions.
Uh-huh.
Got it right? In
Hmm.
where clause, we cannot give conditions for group functions. Sum of salary greater than 50,000, we can't write, but we can write salary greater than 50,000. It is not a group function, right? But
Yes,
if you are writing sum of salary greater than 50,000 means it will give error. Why? Because in where clause,
group functions.
we cannot write, give conditions using group functions. Got it? Okay. Now, if you are running this one, group by department ID, where sum of salary, it is giving error, right? Okay. Now, what I'll do, I'll use another clause called having clause. This having clause should be written after group by clause. If you write group by clause, then only we can use this having clause. So what I'm writing here, group by department ID having, instead of where clause, I'll use a clause called having clause. Having clause is used to give conditions using group functions.
Hmm.
Got it right? Now if I'll run this one, you can see it is giving all the departments whose sum of salary is greater than 50,000. Got it?
Okay. Yes, bro.
Okay.
Instead of where we can use having as a
Only
condition.
for group functions. If you are giving
Yeah,
some
only for.
conditions, suppose you want to use where clause also. Okay. So I can write select department ID, sum of salary from employees, group by. Okay. Before group by, we can write where clause, where. Okay. Here I'll write department ID in, I want only suppose 190. We have many department IDs here. You can see 190, 50, 80. I want only a department ID 90, 190. Then I'll write group by department ID having sum of salary greater than 50,000. Okay, now I'll run this one. You can see it is giving only department 90 and 100. Suppose you want to use order by clause. Order by clause should be written at the last only. Order by department ID. order by department ID, ASC or DSC, whatever you write. Okay, this is, let me write it DSC here. Got it right? You can see it is order in descending order. Understood what is this having clause?
Yes, bro.
So let me write this, what this having clause is. Generally, if we want to restrict groups after group by clause, then we must use having clause. Okay. Generally, in where clause, we are not allowed to use
Group.
group functions, whereas in having clause,
We can. Hello.
we can also use group functions. Got it?
Yes, bro.
Okay, so this is all about group functions. Okay, in the next class I will telling you about something called roll up cube, grouping functions, grouping ID. These are all the things we will see in the next class.
Next.
Got it? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let it be this much for today. I'll send you the recordings for to you and Jivan. Okay.
Another person also there, bro.
Yeah, he's also there.
Yeah. Okay.
He
Shiva.
is actually attending the revision class.
Oh, okay, bro.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, bro.
I'll add you in a single group so that you both can discuss and practice questions. Okay.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.